Zoe's dish is proving popular, but she's still struggling with her salad garnish.
Take that away, please, and just tidy the salad up as it was discussed on the previous one. Right now, please, right now.
How do they do this all the time? They must just die of, like, adrenaline overkill. Okay, second one.
OK, that lettuce is terrible. Take it away, please. I've told you about 5 times now.
But 1 hour into service, the restaurant is full and Neelika is struggling to keep up with the constant demand.
Neelika, we've got 3 dog on order. Are you aware of that?
Yes, chef.
Middle of service, we just seem to be grinding to a halt now. This is a time where we need to get moving.
I have never worked in an environment like this. This is absolutely manic. Can you please?
With orders piling up, the sous chef has to step in to help her. Zoe's dish is proving popular, but she's still struggling with her salad garnish.
Take that away, please, and just tidy the salad up as it was discussed on the previous one. Right now, please, right now.
How do they do this all the time? They must just die of, like, adrenaline overkill. Okay, second one.
OK, that lettuce is terrible. Take it away, please. I've told you about 5 times now.
Sorry.
After 2 more attempts, Zoe still gets it wrong.
Not very good at lining up salad.
Hi, Nan, Rob.
1 minute, chef.
Meanwhile, Rob's police training keeps him calm as he quietly churns out plate after plate, all to chef's exacting standards.
Right, that's looking good, Rob. In the left, please.
2 hours later, and the contestants have served over 100 covers. It's time for John and Greg to talk to head chef Chris.
Tell me about Zoe today.
I felt she threw herself into it 110%, but I had to keep telling her about the lettuce, which was all over the shop.
How about Neelika?
The cooking of the duck and the slicing of the duck, I thought she did very well. But halfway through, she sort of lost the plot, as if she wasn't completely focused on what was going on in front of her.
What about Rob?
He had a very complex dish to put together, and he put it together very well.
If you had to employ one of these guys today, which one would it be?
I would have to go with Rob. Just very good effort for a first time.
Now they're straight back to MasterChef HQ to cook their best 2-course meal. Yesterday, Rob impressed with his chicken and cream pasta, and he came out on top in the kitchen. Can he keep this up and guarantee himself a place in Friday's quarter-final? Neelika didn't cope well under pressure in the restaurant, but she impressed the judges with her cooking flair. Now she needs to wow them one more time. Zoe surprised the judges with her experimental chicken mousse, but didn't fare well in the kitchen. She now needs to cook the meal of her life to win.
You have 1 hour. Cook like you want to be a quarter-finalist. Let's go.
They have to cook a 2-course meal of their own design, and only one will win a place in Friday's quarter-final.
Tell us what you are cooking for us, Zoe.
I'm cooking partridge with traditional trimmings of bread sauce.
And dessert?
Zabaione with rhubarb.
You're talking about traditional food here, yet yesterday you gave us the impression that you are an experimentalist. Why are we suddenly going for something so safe?
Well, zabaione is quite geeky. When you're whisking up those egg yolks, it's making that nice sort of froth, and that's quite interesting the way that works.
An egg concoction, emulsification of eggs and sugar, masala or Madeira.
What's your culinary dream now, Zoe?
To get through the next hour without losing my head.
We've all eaten that dish. It is such a classic British dish, and there is no room for any slip-up anywhere.
It has to be done in such a way it does not look rustic, it does not look rude, it does not look rough, it looks finished and beautiful.
You have had 20 minutes.
Neelika now has her chance to shine with the Sri Lankan food she wants to write about.
I'm making a mutton biryani, which is a festival dish.
Followed by?
Pancakes with passion fruit mousse.
Have you worked out the timings on this?
Yes. I'm fine.
Do you want to win this competition?
Yes, I do. Look at the energy I have.
The whirlwind that is going on in that corner of the kitchen is quite incredible.
My biggest concern with Neelika right now is that dessert. Pancake with white chocolate and passion fruit after this very, very rich, very, very heavily spiced dish.
It may be frantic in Neelika's kitchen. However, policeman Rob is taking his usual calm and steady approach.
Rob, what is your menu?
Confit of salmon to start with pickled cucumber, and then belly of pork on a fondant potato and a baked onion.
Rob, how do you confit your salmon?
Well, I'm doing it in olive oil, slow poaching it in olive oil.
Is it the stuff champions are made of, Rob?
The flavours are there. Food doesn't have to be complicated to be flavoursome, to be enjoyed.
It sounds great, but it's not difficult to do. That is Rob's problem.
We've got Rob, we've got Zoe, and we've got Neelika in the room together. We've got 3 great cooks.
1 minute. 1 minute. That's it! That's it!
Neelika has made a spicy mutton biryani with poached egg. And for her dessert, she's serving pancake with mascarpone mousse and passion fruit sauce.
I've got to say, it looks a bit messy.
The onions and the cashew nuts are a bit burnt.
Oh.
I enjoy mutton very much. That's very well cooked, it's very nice, very soft. I was expecting a lot more spice.
My mouth right now is absolutely full of flavour. Thank you. You have, however, burnt your onions, which make them go bitter at the end, which is not a flavour you want to have.
No.
And those lovely sweet cashew nuts, although they start off in your mouth being absolutely beautiful, override every single other thing inside that bowl.
We'll move away from the biryani and on to your pud. Same as before, it does look messy.
No.
The pancakes are too thick. Otherwise, the blend of the very, very sharp and sweet passion fruit is a perfect mixture with the cream.
They're okay. They're pancakes with passion fruit and cream. I do not see cream, mascarpone and things like that being served as a second course after biryani.
Not really. But I thought I'll do something different today.
Rob's starter is poached salmon with pickled cucumber and creme fraiche. His main is pork belly with fondant potatoes, baked onion, apple puree and cider sauce.
It's full of flavour and it's done very, very well. It's a good first course.
Thank you.
Very, very soft salmon. The crunch of the little bits of cucumber is absolutely wonderful and cleansing. That's good, Rob.
Thank you.
From your very good salmon to your main course of pork, it's not quite crispy enough. It hasn't quite worked. The pork is tough, it's chewy. The potato is completely lost. The puree is acidic. Saying that, Rob, I think you're that far away.
Pork's too tough. I don't want a slice of fondant potato. That's small and flat because you wanted to build towers on it. And it seems to me all your problems are stemming from a need to decorate and pretty your plate.
Yesterday, Zoe was experimental, but today she's playing it safe, serving partridge, game chips, bread sauce and red cabbage. For dessert, she's made rhubarb, topped with an Italian zabaglione custard.
The bird is cooked well. It's sweet. Sweet meat, sweet bread sauce, sweet cabbage. It needs a little bit more savoury. It's okay.
It's cooked very well. I don't mind the sweetness of the cabbage. Your game chips are nice and crispy. I can't fault you that much on this at all.
We'll get rid of your main.
Zabaione and rhubarb.
Yep, that's right.
Nicely cooked zabaione. I'm liking that a lot. I like the texture of the rhubarb. I like the sweetness of zabaione. I like the texture of zabaione. What I'm trying to understand is why you want to use great rhubarb with zabaione when actually you've got 2 desserts in a glass.
I don't think it's particularly attractive pud. It's not something that you go, oh, to.
Oh, taste it then, please.
All right. Oh, I love the texture of zabaione. Rhubarb perfectly cooked. Zabaione's done very, very well. I don't see them together.
Personally, I love this combination.